Hello, welcome to the Top Blokes channel. I'm the working man and this is my list of the 10 greatest games of all time. If you want to call me a dickhead for choosing some of the games, put it in the comments. If you want to tell me the recipe for a creme brulee, put it in the comments. So coming in at number 10 is Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Now I don't know many people that have actually played this game, or any in the series to be honest. I had them all on them sort of, do you remember them games that you used to get? And it was like Platinum Edition and all that shit. It was something like that, because it sold so many copies. But you usually see them for like £5 because no one really gave a fuck about them. Well, I bought 3 and 4. 4 was a first person sort of thing. Number 3 was like a strategy game. You go across the world map and you're looting loads of little like gold or wood or whatever, and it's basically all used for when you get to a town or a village or whatever, and you build up that village, as well as making enemies for, not enemies, but like monsters for your army, and then you'd run around as a little knight, and then there'd be other knights that you've got to fucking fight. They'd have their towers as well, so you could be doing really good. You could be like 3 hours in, and then you get to a castle and he absolutely wipes you fucking out. You got to start again, build up your army, and then he comes down and kicks the shit out of you. Brilliant game. You know, when I first downloaded it, I don't think I really played it, to be honest. And then my mate came round and we literally, for about a week, because it was school holidays, didn't sleep. We just played the game over and over and over. We never completed it. I don't even know if you can complete it. I don't even know what happens at all, to be honest, because we always got a beat. It's very addictive, very annoying. I'm gonna get it again, just to go through the memories. I mean, we used to sit up all night drinking coke and eating absolute shit. It's a wonder why we didn't die. If Monster was available back then, we'd have been dead. We'd have been one of them dickheads on fucking newspaper. Kid drinks 10 Monsters in a row whilst playing Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Found dead in a puddle of old piss, vomit and shit. Good game. Coming in at number 9 is another game that made me stink like shit. Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'd literally sit there for hours on end making roller coasters that I thought were fucking brilliant. I mean, I've been on loads of roller coasters. I've been to Busch Gardens, Universal, MGM, I've been to Alton Towers, all them fucking places. I used to love roller coasters to death, so I'd build one which I thought was brilliant that I'd want to go on. So obviously you'd spend about 3 or 4 hours making something immaculate, you know, ones that went at the same time and all that shit. And then you send your customers on, you're like, come on lads, what do you think? It's shit. I don't like it. I'm scared of it. Right. Where's my 3 hours? I need my 3 hours of life back. I personally think they hit the nail on the head with this one and Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Theme Park and Theme Park World were also good. They were a bit limited, especially the theme park, where the rides were basically what they were and you made roller coasters, I suppose. But it weren't as varied as Roller Coaster Tycoon. But they were still good, don't get me wrong. I've played other theme park simulators since, and none of them have come close for me at all. They've all been like 3D and trying to be fancy and all that shit. There was one recently, I can't even remember what it was called. Yeah, basically the path that you try and make, you can't drag it and shit. It was just like you've missed the point. It's supposed to be flat for me, flat screen, no 3D bollocks, and just fucking retro and nice. Stop fucking trying to be too fancy. Every time you do anything with graphics, you just go off on a fucking tangent and make it shit. Roller Coaster Tycoon 1 and 2, that's what you would want to be looking for if you're making a roller coaster game. Tekken 3. Now this is my favourite Tekken game in the whole series. I don't think the fighting has been improved much, really, since this one. I think the characters were incredible. The secret characters that you try and find as well, like Dr. Voskonovich, whatever his name was. I called him Dr. Slobodan Milojevic. But yeah, the secret modes were, you know, you didn't have internet back then, really. So you'd really struggle to find these characters. You didn't have to DLC either, so you couldn't fucking buy them. You just had to be good, like me. And you'd run through the fucking street mode as Eddie Gordo, picking up your chicken, because Eddie Gordo used to move side to side, so he could pick up his chicken right easy. Chicken! I mean, I didn't spam Eddie Gordo, so I'm not one of them before you start. But yeah, I mean, the characters were brilliant. I liked Brian the most, because he was an icon, you know what I mean? I aspired to be like that big fucker. And also the movies that you unlocked at the end were genius for me. I mean, some of them were a bit shit. I mean, like the Nina and Anna thing. They were a bit sexy, I suppose, as a kid, weren't it? But, you know, a bit shit, really. The best movie that you can unlock of the whole game is Gons, the little dinosaur fucker. he just runs around in a circle, but it loops, so you can literally have it on your TV. I remember I was sat downstairs once, and my mum had come downstairs for some reason, and she just saw this dinosaur running round and round. She's like, when's it going to end? I'm like, never. It's never going to end. Coming in at number 7 is a game which I had no business playing really, because I couldn't skateboard for shit, but Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. In fact, when I tried to skateboard as a kid, I put one foot on, and I was going down this hill. No, I put 2 feet on, sorry. But one foot went one way once I went over this grade with the skateboard, and one foot fell off the skateboard and went the other way. I did the splits, grazed my bollocks and my arsehole, and James Brown and Prince would be fucking well impressed. Ow! So yeah, I couldn't skateboard for shit, but this game let me live out them fantasies. I always picked Rodney Mullen. I didn't know fuck all about skateboarding, but apparently, after watching some videos of him recently, he was one of the best. Go figure. The soundtrack was also incredible. It had loads of punk bands, it had Rage Against the Machine on, I remember that, and it introduced me to loads of music that I'd grow to love as a teenager as well. You just don't see games like that anymore. I mean, FIFA, what sort of music does fucking FIFA have? It's like Elbow and that. What a load of shit. Nothing exciting, nothing for kids to find and be amazed by, but that's why the 90s was such a great time. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, and the multiplayer mode was brilliant as well. We used to smash that, I used to smash the shit out of everyone, because I'm fucking well good. Coming in at number 6, Resident Evil 1. Now, my mum would let me watch all the horror films, The Shining, The Exorcist, Nightmare on Elm Street series, Candyman, all them fucking films. She was a bit of a shit really as a mother. She shouldn't really do that, should she? So yeah, when the Resident Evil 1 game came out, it was an 18, I was like, Mum, fucking want that. And she was like, of course you can have it. I was like, brilliant, I can show off to my mates now. The scene with the zombie at the beginning, fuck, when he just turns around from eating that man's corpse, it's like one of the most iconic cutscenes in gaming history for me. They didn't really get any better for me. Resident Evil 2 very good, don't get me wrong. Resident Evil 3 very good, and then a lot of shite until Resident Evil 7 came out just recently, which actually shit me up. Still wasn't like the original, but I suppose nothing ever will be like the 90s, will it? Because the 90s were the greatest times of our lives. These were the days of my life. I don't think I actually completed this game either as a kid, because I was stupid as fuck, but I have recently gone back and got the remastered version, which is a lot easier because the controls were a bit shit, if I'm honest, with the camera and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I did complete it eventually. A brilliant story all the way through. The series is a great story. The films were a bit shit, even though I like the actress that plays Alice, is she called? I don't know. The films were shit. But yeah, a great game and an iconic game, and if you haven't played it, you really should, especially the remastered version. Coming in at number 5, quite an obvious choice, Super Mario Bros. 3. Now, I think they perfected the game at Super Mario Bros. 3. A lot of people say 2. The first one is a bit fucked, innit? I mean, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, fucking hell. Whoa, chill the fuck out. But, like, you know, number 1, it's quite plain. Number 2, they had a bit of fancy shit. Number 3, you were pulling shit out of the ground. You were fucking doing all sorts of shit. There was like a world map and all that sort of thing. Just a great game, and I mean the story carried on the same, you know, you're Mario, you're an Italian plumber, you're going to find your bitch, but some fucking turtles got her even. I mean, it does that even in Super Mario Odyssey, you know, for the Switch now, it's still the same story, but Peach is now a feminist. Yeah, I spent so much time at my uncle's house playing this on the SNES, and if you haven't played it, I don't even know what I could say to you. If you like platformers and you haven't played Mario 3, fuck. But like I said previous, you know, they didn't really change the game much. It was the same sort of thing, the same continuous theme and story. But I think a lot of games could learn from that. I mean, there's so many games where I've thought, just carry on the story, change the mechanics a little bit, don't go fucking daft, just progress the story, keep going. You know, like Final Fantasy VII could learn from this. Instead of remastering the whole game, they could have just made it, get graphics pretty and all that sort of thing, kept the structure of the game sound, and just, they could have gone forever. They literally could have made Final Fantasy VII 10 for me, and I'd have bought every single fucking one of them, but no, they wanted to be fucking action games, didn't they, like Final Fantasy 15. No one likes it, just like Roman Reigns. Number 4 on the list is the most recent game on the list, and it's The Last of Us. I've played a lot of AAA games, I've been let down a lot. That's why I go to indie games, because I feel they've got a lot more character to them. When it's a smaller team, they actually get the ideas through that they want to, rather than just make a generic game that they try and appease everyone with. This story in this game in particular just made me want to love the characters. I cared about the characters, cared what was going to happen. The world was absolutely covered in zombies. I'm a bit of a zombie nut, and this breathed life into the genre for me. I wasn't impressed with Left 4 Dead. I didn't mind Dead Rising and all them sorts of things. I didn't think they were brilliant. I can't wait to play the sequel as well. I've not seen any gameplay of it at all. I've only seen the cutscenes sort of thing where she's strumming the guitar, the promo videos and that, and I just care about the characters. I think they're brilliant. The first game reminded me that I don't have to go back into the past in a place of nostalgia to have one of the greatest games of my life. It really did make an impact on me, and yeah, if you haven't played it, it was out for the PS3 and then remastered for the PS4. I definitely recommend it. And if you haven't played this one, I'm going to have to recommend the second one anyway, without even playing it, because it's going to be fucking great. Coming in at number 3. Now, this is a duo sort of one, you know what I mean? There's 2 games as number 3. They're very similar though. It's Pokemon Red and Blue. Now, in the 90s, football stickers were all the rage, and I'd buy a book every year and try and fill it, and I never did. And my mum said to me, what a waste of money, you know, you don't fucking do it, you never do it properly. And then these Pokemon cards came out, and I thought, nah, I'm not going to do it, my mum's right, I just waste my money. A week after, I was wanking over a fucking shiny Chansey that I got in a pack, you know what I mean? Proper into the Pokemon card game. And then I found out there was a game coming out, and there was a red and a blue version, and I thought, well, red is like for all, you know, cool kids. I'm not cool, I want blue, so I chose the less cool one. And I even chose Bulbasaur as well instead of Charmander and all that. I don't know, there's something wrong with me mentally. So yeah, the money I was spending on Pokemon cards quickly shifted into money for batteries for my Game Boy, just so I could play Pokemon Blue all day. And I'd go to my mate's house, he'd have Pokemon Red, and we'd trade Pokemon, we'd battle, and we'd literally be sitting outside in the summer, not moving, just playing Pokemon. Brilliant. It was great also looking for secret Pokemon in the game as well. We were convinced that we could get a Togepi or a Meryl or a Mew. Of course you can't, you can only farm rare candies, are they called? Up and down the coast of a fucking town, and all you'd find is this glitchy Pokemon that fucked your whole game up. But yeah, it was like, we wanted more, and then eventually more Pokemon came in the form of gold and silver or whatever, and it was shit. Coming in at number 2 is Metal Gear Solid 1. Now, I spent fucking hours on this game. I'd literally get up before school like an hour or 2, which were fucking unheard of because I love sleep, just to play Metal Gear Solid 1. I remember shooting the shit out of fucking Revolver Ocelot while my mate were like, Jamie, come on, we need to get to school. And then I'd be like, nah, fuck it, mate, well, I'll play Metal Gear, you know what I mean? And then I get into a fucking cutscene, and then I realised I can't skip it, and I'm sat there being late for school because Revolver Ocelot is telling me, I don't know, Shalashaska and all this bollocks. That was probably Metal Gear 2 anyway. It also had some of the best characters and enemies and bosses in the game, in any game. Psycho Mantis being one of the most memorable, where he told you to move your fucking pad from player 1 to player 2. He basically fucked with your head, especially as a kid, because you didn't know what the fuck. You didn't know if games could do this. The games were new. You didn't know what could happen. You didn't know where you were. But the whole look and the whole theme of the game was brilliant. I mean, you were a fucking spy, for fuck's sake, and you weren't gay like James Bond. You know, you were Snake, rugged as fuck, the man, the fucking boss, you know what I mean? And the sound effects and everything just reek of nostalgia. I mean, you could hear the right now, and you'd know exactly what it were. You'd see him fucking crawling about in a box, and you'd be like, that's Snake. So many memories made from this game, and Snake continues to be one of the best protagonists in any game ever. Now, coming in at number 1, you already know what it is, it's Final Fantasy VII. I've fucking gone on about it enough. This game changed my fucking life. I remember as a kid having this mate, right? He was rich as fuck, and we'd sit in his house and he'd be like, I've got this new game, I've been playing it for ages, I love it. And I'm like, what is it? He's like, Final Fantasy VII. I'm like, that sounds gay. So I'd get on it and he'd have alt summons like Knights at Round Table and shit. I'm like, what's this one do? He's like, don't use that, you're only fighting a fucking chicken or whatever. I'm like, right? So I used it, right? I was like, fuck this. Nights at Rend, and it took about 10 minutes. I don't think I actually saw the end of the summon the first time because he kicked me out his house. He kicked me out his fucking house for using Knights of the Round on a chicken. The prick. It's also home to the most emotional scene of any game ever. I mean, if you're going to cry at a video game, you know, this is the one. I mean, I must have bought this game about 10 times in my life because I fucked the discs up or anything like that, you know what I mean? I lost it and then I've been running around the game shops trying to find it. The story's brilliant and it draws parallels to real life. The characters are incredible. I mean, Barrett and Sid are some of the funniest characters that you can ever have in a video game. And then you've got Vincent, who's absolutely cool as fuck, and Cloud, you don't really know which way he's going to go. He could be cool as fuck or he could be an absolute idiot. You've got, you know, the lesbian Kate Sif. I think she's a lesbian. Is she a lesbian, Affy? She's a lesbian. Yeah, I mean, the characters are incredible. Soundtrack, I could literally whistle all of the fucking songs to you right now. A lot of people that are trying to get into the game now are a bit put off by the graphics and all that sort of thing, so I mean, when the remake comes out, you might like that, but it's not going to be anywhere, it's not going to be a patch on the original. They've already fucked it up by trying to make it like Final Fantasy 15. Go back to the original, just fucking suspend your bollocks about the graphics and just get into the game, because once you do, you'll be absolutely fucking bamboozled. Brilliant game, best game of all time. Thank you for watching. Fuck your opinions. If you don't like it, suck my dick. Bye bye.